Hey guys, we're back and cooking. How many people did miss me? Did you guys miss me? I didn't stream since a minute, but we had some new updates that we had to ship, and now that we're fully ready to start cooking, I'm gonna be doing a lot more of these super frequently. Please let me know in the chat when you guys are jumping in. Let me know where you guys are coming in from. As I set up my I'm going to just be setting up how I'm going to be doing this. All right, let's open up this bad boy that we call cook. Cook. Let me just share my screen. We're going to close a lot of different things. All right. Dun. Where is this? The doc. As you guys come in, please let me know in the chat where you guys are coming in from, what you guys are operating, so we can really start cooking. Share screen. Open settings. Yeah, Google Chrome. Oh. Where's it? Hello. Later. Okay, perfect. Oh, man. So we might have an issue with sharing my screen because I have a new computer. And the settings are asking me. Oh, fuck. To share screen, allow screen recording for Chrome settings, you'll need to restart Chrome. Come on, are you kidding me? It is asking me to restart this, but we're not going to do that. Sorry, guys. Chrome shut down. Doing some crazy stuff going on. All right. Let me share my screen. Got it. Hey. Quick question. How many people here are running businesses versus those that are just starting? Let me know in the chat. Joseph from Nigeria, from Delhi, from the Netherlands. Oh, nice. Love it. Let's start a new workspace. So I'm going to be walking you guys through essentially how cooking should look like. And if you guys have any questions, please be my guest. And we're going to be just, this is going to be a test account. Okay, no. YouTube Live #1. We'll figure out what this will be about later. Before I show you guys this, I'm gonna be opening up a Substack that I wrote today. And then I'm gonna read you guys this as we start cooking. So here is the kind of like the new workflow of cooking. It's you don't tell AI anything. You just let AI find the truth, find the opportunity, um, and let it execute for you. So in this case, we're gonna go with. We're actually gonna set up two tabs like this. I'm not just gonna be cooking up one tab. I'm gonna be cooking up multiple of these. YouTube Live 2. Because I don't know what I don't know, and since I can just launch multiple things, I don't just want to stick to just one thing. So let's go. Here we're just gonna go explore markets. We're gonna probably do the same thing here. We're gonna open up ChatGPT. Hey, I'm currently thinking about potentially launching an offer where I help companies grow and scale with AI, or it could also be like digital products that I build and sell with AI. But I'm not really sure where all the trends in the world are. So, can you give me a list of the top 10 opportunities and the top 10 markets to go after that you would suggest? And I'm going to use these as inspirations to go start building. The reason why I want to do ChatGPT and maybe also leverage a Gemini is because not only are we going to let Cook suggest us different opportunities, but we also want to go a little bit deeper on. Um, we also want to go find insights on specific markets. So I'm going to actually open up a new setup on Cook. I'm going to create a new workspace. YouTube Live number 3. YouTube Live number 3. Dun, 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 dun. And this one is going to be based on opportunities that I find on ChatGPT. So the macro truth: top 10 AI opportunities, AI revenue generation systems. Okay, companies don't care about AI; they care about, can this get me more customers? AI lead gen, AI outbound prospecting, AI ad optimization, AI appointment setting. Okay, nice. Vertical AI agents, industry specific automation, AI operational efficiency, AI knowledge monetization. Let's see. AI content is top 10 markets to go after. Local service businesses, professional services, real estate, e-com. Okay, let's see what the difference between this and what Gemini will suggest. Top 10 high value opportunities: building multi-agent systems where AI agents talk to each other to handle complex tasks. AI trust, vertical AI micro SaaS, human in the loop creative studios. Construction trades, high demand for AI in bid estimation and procurement workflows. Clinics need AI for symptom, fintech, AI for property management, small IT. Okay, this one is. So I'm not necessarily looking to build a product. I'm just looking to use AI to maybe sell a service. Love it. Cool. Top 10 service agentic AI employee instead of simple automations, you build autonomous AI governance, personalized video outreach at scale, lead AI content repurposing. AI voice agents. Yeah, clinics is just booming. Okay, I might personally just stick to this here. AI revenue. Let me see. AI content distribution systems. If I had to stick to 9 and the AI content distribution system, which market would you suggest to go after? Expert authority businesses. Okay. The entire revenue depends on content visibility. I see. Okay, cool. I know my market. What skills? Let's just say here, I don't have any skills at all. I want everything. Just exploring. And then here we're gonna say I already operate an appointment setting agency. So anything related to growth. Just find profitable niche. Already running a business. Already running a business. So I'm just showing you guys different context. Describe your niche. Please give me the input for this box based on who is the best, what is the offer about, and what the market is about. Guys, you can just vibe cook stuff. You can just do things in life. So I'm just going to copy this. I don't really do anything. I'm just going to ask AI to tell me. Niche AI growth, AI-driven growth systems for high-ticket expert businesses. Who I'm selling to. Oh, why is it so deep? Okay. All right. So the strongest opportunities here are AI-generated digital products, selling frame TV art on Etsy, using Midjourney, no design skills needed, fitness, nutrition coaching, digital marketing services. I want to stick to number 3. The type of business model doesn't really matter. Just select whatever business model you want. Yep, let's just select the business model. Doesn't really matter. All right, let's just move this here. Make a finish. Cool. Lock that in. Which digital marketing? I don't know. Done for you. All right, let me find. Okay, cool, perfect. So the niche is locked in. For this one, is going to be done for your services, building, delivering AI growth-driven systems to high-ticket experts. This is for based on this here. let it just find the pain point. And then here it found local services. This is if you're launching a lead generation offer. The first agent will find the data of what's going on in your market. So lead generation interest is going up since May of 2025. Local service ads have kind of like, consistent demand, and you have people running ads here. Let's see. All right, let's see.
All right, guys, we're inside of our hoarder house that we just trashed out, that we paid $800,000 for 3 weeks ago, and it's closing at $925,000. That's going to be a profit over 50 like this. We also got 4 other deals like that in the last 7 days. As inventory has shrunken up, how are we finding this deal flow? It's impossible to find a deal. I keep hearing that everywhere from brokers, wholesalers. You can't get anything under contract. All false. We optimize companies like Easy Button Leads. This is our strategic call partner where we give them mass targeted lists.
All right. So this is for lead generation. Yeah. So lead generation, I'm like, okay, cool. You pick one local service. Let me see. You have 3 high demand sub niche local service lead gen. Which niche do you recommend? And can we pick one and do deeper research for that specific niche? And then I'll decide. Let's go back here. What is your top priority right now? I don't really know. Done free services. I don't know. Okay, so this is cooking. For in the coaching, people who do online experts services. I've been in business for 3 years and I still have no idea where my next client is going to come from. Every month is a panic. Their number one issue is market gaps. Client acquisition is the number one challenge facing agencies and consultants. Service businesses owners report 90% of their problems trace back to unpredictable lead flow. The opportunity is here. All right, you've done the hard bit. After years of trying to be all things to all people, you've made a strategic decision to narrow your focus, but now you're stuck. Your positioning is right, but your proposition sucks. Unclear messaging, so they don't have good positioning. I've spent months creating content, posting regularly, but I'm still not getting qualified leads. The exposure is nice, but it's not paying bills. Okay. Content marketing that generates vanity metrics, not revenue. All right. Visibility. Okay, cool. So then once it kind of like finds the pain points of what these people are saying, then you kind of like say, okay, cool. Well, build me a mechanism around their pain points. Let's see if some of this stuff here. Okay, we'll come back to this. So I want to explain something maybe as we scroll this. I wrote this after realizing what's happening in the world, and I want to read it to you guys. Okay. Well, we have these stuff working. So for as long as life has existed, the core goal of every gene has been to extend itself and evolve in a way that gets as close to guaranteeing survival as possible, right? Somewhere along the way, we humans consciously and subconsciously have modeled ourselves after this innate need for progress. We all dream for more. The idea of fulfilling one's potential is always in the back of our minds. It drives us to wake up early in the morning, to go to school for decades, to take a risk, to invest in every resource we have, or sometimes even go into debt to increase the probability of achieving more of this potential, right? And the way I know this is real is from that little feeling, you get a lot of dopamine and almost like adrenaline right after witnessing a new opportunity to play the game, one that might make it easier or faster for me to win. It's like we have a mechanism within us that allows us to experience our future selves in that ideal world we dream of living in. And we can borrow a little bit of that courage from that identity to make the hard, irrational decision to pursue it. Right. So essentially, what I wanted to explain here is that we're literally built to want more. Right. And we want so much more that we dream of our future selves and can borrow courage from that future selves to make investment decisions and take risks, right? But this is where the paradox come in. Here's my question: how is it possible that our entire being and system is designed to desire more, yet so few of us ever achieve that desired outcome? From our genes selfishly wanting to replicate themselves, to our need to reproduce, all the way to our need to make our first million or 100 millions and billions, every system in our body is engineered for one thing: more. Yet the entire world is full of unfulfilled dreams and potential. So much so that when someone finally achieves their dreams, we turn them into a star or an inspiration or an influencer or just someone that we look up to because they've achieved more, right? Doesn't necessarily have to be more money. It doesn't have to be whatever. It just can be more of a skill. It could be, more in shape, right? All these things that we all desire, right? What entrepreneurship actually taught me, um, I'll tell you why. My own journey in entrepreneurship taught me more about myself than it taught me about business. Not because, by the way, I don't know if you guys are seeing. Yeah, okay, you guys can see what I'm reading. Okay. Not because understanding business, things like marketing, sales, operation, etc., isn't important, but because none of it actually will help you win. Learning the fundamental of business is like learning a language. It's the foundation that everyone who wants to play the game needs. Therefore, everyone ends up having it, making it a commodity. If learning the basics only makes you average, what helps you dominate the game? This is where the real source of advantage comes from. And this is where things get interesting. To win, you have to know things that no one else knows, or that only a handful of people know how to execute on. This makes you unique, and with uniqueness comes the ability to command a premium price for your insights, your skills, services, and products, because there is a shortage of supply and infinite demand, right? Money and really being valuable only comes from how rare you are. If you're just like everybody else, you know just as much as everybody else, you're not really going to stand out and you're probably not really going to make much money, right? Now, this is still us talking about business and the guiding principles of capitalism. For you to see the opportunity, the insight, we need to go back to what entrepreneurship taught me about myself. The process of becoming unique comes from this loop. You acquire knowledge, you take action, you get feedback, and that feedback that you get inspires what? A different type of action that is based on the new feedback that you got, right? 1 second, I'm gonna just put up a little Osmo Pocket, little vlog ski, and you take action, you get new feedback, and you go through this loop infinitely. He or she who goes through this loop the most and the fastest becomes more unique and more skilled and more insightful than the one who doesn't. Each loop isn't linear, it can be exponential. This means that the difference from one loop to another can be a founder struggling to make 100K a year versus one making $1 million a year, or being stuck at $1 million a year versus someone who makes $1 million a month, or from being stuck at a million a month wanting to make $1 million a day. Okay. Now, as much as humans are engineered to want more, our number one goal is and will always be what? Survival. For 3 to 4 billion years of evolution, from 3 to 4 billion years of evolution, we've been programmed into a survival algorithm so deep that it's embedded into our nervous system architecture. We avoid pain, we resist uncertainty. We avoid novelty unless rewarded. We want to minimize cognitive load. We want to be part of a community, right? Nobody wants to go on stream and, face being judged, right? Like, to be able to do what I'm doing right now is, most people won't do it because, right now we have what, like 60 people? Like, there's 60 strangers looking at me right now. Oh my God, what is it that they're thinking? What if I do something that they don't like? Oh my God, I'm going to be, um, what is the word, chastised or, rejected, right? And, primarily because in ancestral environments, risk often meant death. Wasted energy meant starvation, and social rejection meant vulnerability. If it was a community of us who's watching this stream, and I did something that went against the 60 plus people watching this, then that would put me in a vulnerable state. Here's where this becomes an issue. The loop that leads to winning and being unique is the complete opposite of what our survival algorithm purpose is. Every time you enter a new loop, oops, I'm going to close Discord because it's annoying. Every time you enter a new loop, you choose to face uncertainty, pain, loss, rejection, and looking like a dummy to your community. Most people are simply unaware of their biases, and when they feel the fear from their survival algorithm, they simply treat it as truth and retreat back to their world of comfort. I, on the other hand, and everyone you look up to, have become aware of this matrix, this algorithm, and choose to run towards fear and discomfort because on the other side is where all our dreams reside. And here's what all of this has to do with Cook. I need to walk you through the above. I needed to walk you through the above to explain the real opportunity that is opening up with a system like this, right? One second. Um, uh, focus on one and complete it. And let's move on. Focus on one and let's move on to the next step. The real opportunity that is opening up for every natural born leader with AI, and most importantly with TriCook AI 2.0, are two things that are guaranteed. Humans want more every second of every minute of every hour of every day, right? But humans are also biased to optimize for survival and avoid risk at all costs. We built TriCook AI to solve for the loop of success without needing the human in the loop, right? Our AI agents on the platform are built to one, find unique insights and information in any industry regarding how the top 1% is winning, and then execute on their findings, building all the assets and infrastructure necessary to replicate the outcomes of the 1%. What does this mean? You no longer have to struggle or stay stuck in your current venture. Struggling should become a choice. Even more valuable and interesting is the opportunity to start selling insights, aka you start selling the truth and building and releasing the infrastructure of truth for people who are stuck. Imagine a world where your business model is selling truth and infrastructure or assets that are discovered and built by AI agents. This completely removes the number one bottleneck that kept you unable to fulfill your potential for as long as you've started dreaming. And that bottleneck is exactly just you. Whether you like it or not, the only real obstacle is and has always been you. Regardless of anything you've tried or are currently doing, you can find someone doing it 10 times better and earning 1,000 times more money than you. Our new mission with TriCook AI is to remove you and give you infinite leverage through AI agents. And I wanted to kind of like explain this because until until you guys, maybe I can just I'm because I'm just gonna go through this process. I'm gonna show you guys actually one that I've completed so you guys can see. Workspace. Where is it? My workspace. I'm going to change this to my workspace. So I want to walk you guys through something, okay? The new workflow of launching an offer, irrespective of what offer you're really pushing, is you're going to have a set of agentic um, flows that essentially build a company as if you were an expert at it. Okay, what does that mean? The niche is found, the data in the niche is found for you by this agent that is really good at finding data in different niches. It finds you the bottleneck, the pain point, based on what the market is saying. It builds you the unique mechanisms and suggests them based on the pain point that it found. It then suggests you the ICP and the different ICPs in this market. And then you choose which one you want to go with. Once you pick your ICP, it then goes ahead and finds competitors in that market, right? These people are in the dental market. It will then go ahead and give you their funnel architecture, their case studies. Why are their case studies important? Is because if you wanted to compete with someone and maybe you're new in that market, you may not have the conviction in your offer, but by having someone else who's delivering the same mechanism as you, you're able to borrow a little bit of that confidence and literally steal their case studies to at least back up your inspiration and your conviction in the offer. Okay. Once you have your competitor search and the AI has access to this data of what your competitors are doing, it will then suggest you a go-to-market motion on how to go get clients. By the way, this is not really so much built for you. It is actually more so valuable for agents that will be accessing all this data. Okay. One of the things that a lot of people don't realize is that AI can do so much things for you right now, but the reason why you're not able to, you just see things that you just look at something like this, and the only thing you know about AI is ChatGPT or a bunch of video models or a bunch of like image generation, is because you're not giving ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude Code access to true data that actually matters, right? For us, the way we wanted to architecture this is that for every single flow offer that you're launching, we want to save all the data that was found, because then AI agents are going to start now being able to do what? To work perfectly on what? On everything you built. Okay? And this means that you finally get to enter a world where agents do most of the work, right? So it builds your pricing, puts together your pricing, validation score, and then tells you currently like what's broken. Okay. Let's go back to here, and then builds your offer doc, nurture sequences, builds all of these ads, finds you ads of people competing in the dental market.
Is your full arch income shrinking or nowhere near its potential? Our Inc. 500 team generated 240 arches for our clients last month with our new playbook. 90% of the leads we scheduled for them were closed with third-party financing. Average treatment cost, $23,000. If you are not getting pre-approved 650 score educated leads and you are wasting a bunch of time in consults and no-shows, click the link below to book a call to learn how we can help.
So find competitors who are advertising in your market. See what they're cooking.
Thank you for joining this call, Dr. Sumit. So can you please introduce about yourself, who you are, what you do exactly?
I'm Dr. Sumit. I practice out of Everett, Washington, here in the Washington State area. And, I'm a general.
You want to kind of like see if nobody's advertising your market, just please don't go into that market. Don't try to sell anything.
If you run a dental clinic and
then next thing is just find content of what's viral. Then once you're done, get some ads samples. Okay, get the images created, for your offer, right, without leaving the platform. And then get the logo, all that good stuff. And then get the funnel generated right here. And then get it to deploy. Get it deployed live. And then move on to the next steps. Next step. Lock in and let's move on. It's still loading. I don't know what's going on. What's going on? No, 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 no. The part that's even more exciting is this. So, yesterday I witnessed something pretty fucking crazy. So I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to actually demo it right now. Because this is going to be super, super important. Ads. How many people here run ads? Let me know. Ads agencies? Anybody here runs an ads agency? Let me know in the chat. Anybody here runs an ads agency or runs ads? Okay, perfect. So let me show you guys this new flow. So as you guys can see, I connected my ad account. You guys can see like these are the ads. This is whatever, right? What you want to do on Cook is, so let's say, hey, which ads has the best cost per click and the best click-through rate? So you just want to talk to this agent. It will have access to your ads account, your ads manager. It will pull all your data. And then just like you would read, you would go here and you would scroll like, okay, what is the breakdown? Please give me this performance in clicks, blah, 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 blah. You don't no longer have to do this. It will just pull the data, okay? Try Cook AI Launch Ad is your most efficient, while one man mil a month drives the most engagement. Both are performing well, worth scaling if they're generating. Okay, so I want to create a new campaign that matches the 1 man, 1 million a month workflow. The founders we're going after are operators or people wanting to launch their offers, but who should be leveraging an AI operating system that does everything from finding the truth to execution and maybe even solving delivery. I want you to create the campaign. I want you to create the ad set. I want you to create the ad, and I want you to publish it right away. Do not ask me a single question. The daily budget should be $100 a day. Just cook. All right, guys. So while it's cooking, you just scroll. You go like on IG or you doom scroll or you just, just check your phone. And by the way, like if you go on ads, you see this was the most recent campaign. If we reload, you now have a new campaign, 1 man, 1 million a month, AI OS. It doesn't have an ad set yet. So we're going to go back to here. It's generating the ad image. I'm sure the ad set now should be here. Let's refresh this bad boy. Now we have the ad set is done. Cool. Generating the ad image. We can just keep scrolling. Yeah, yep, of course. Let's just wait for the image. Okay, add image generated. Upload image. Okay. Creative. Okay, boom. Creating the new ad. Ad has been created. Manage campaign status. Okay, it's about to activate the campaign. Hey. Okay, the campaign is now live. And then it will give you who is the your ad is now in the system and will go live as soon as Meta's review completes. Okay, so $100 a day. Conversion is a lead gen campaign, 25 to 65. Facebook and Instagram. Stop being the bottleneck. Our AI operating system finds the truth about your market and execute at scale. One founder, 1 million a month. Learn more. The funnel is clientacquisition.io, etc., etc. So if we go back on Meta, the campaign is now scheduled. And you should have the campaign active. Campaign is now active. You have this and you have the image. Let's see what kind of ad image you created. It's being processed. Okay, so I created kind of like an image and published it on my thing. So this here will probably open up a lot of opportunities. I don't know yet what. I mean, for sure, you don't necessarily need a big team. You know how traditionally you would get an agency client and you would be like, okay, we need one more media buyer. Well, the truth is that you're most likely maybe just going to need one media buyer handling like all your client accounts, right? Because he can just vibe cook. He can just talk to stuff and just cook and just and just start analyzing. Hey, is it possible for you to create more ads for that ad set you just created? This is something I haven't tried. I'm going to see if we can do it. Absolutely. Hey. Okay, so it's creating more ads for that same ad set. Let's see if it pulls it off. As it's pulling it off, you just cook, We live. Before and after founder transformation. Okay, so it created more ads. Okay, let's see. Okay, nice. Perfect. So more ads before the bottleneck, 1 million a month OS without the chaos. Okay, cool. And eventually this is going to be videos, of course. Questions. What do you guys do with this? Because that's the part that I've been really thinking about is like, what does this allow you to do, and what are the opportunities that open up, right? Because that's always been the problem. Like one of the thoughts that we have in with the conversation we have in the company is we're perceiving this from a perspective of the old way, right? Like we're still architecturing this and thinking so narrow from the old perspective, which is we're doing this to automate old work. But the next type of founder who accesses Cook AI and starts building from the point where they don't have to find media buyers, and they just have to these agents that can do things like this. Um, what is it that they are going to want to build? That is the thing we're currently asking ourselves, which is what is the next founder of creativity going to look like? What is going to be their desired creations? And that's something where I think that even I or my team have um, maybe biased to the old way of building, and that may keep us from not truly understanding the potential of all this technology, right? Um, so yeah, it's something that I think about every day. I don't know yet what this will look like. Um, you know, um, log in, and let's go to my campaign launch. This must be a bug. There is a bug. There's a bug. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. And by the way, the reason why this is cool is because even if you don't know how to do all these things, like you don't have the skills of all doing all this stuff, well, that doesn't necessarily limit you anymore, right? Um, you can just do things now. And that is the whole point. When I truly say that the goal is we remove you from being the bottleneck, your own limitations, your own thinking, your own lack of context, your own lack um, of skills and inspiration and courage and discipline, it no longer has to be the reason why you get stuck, right? Um, everything should just be getting done for you. And yeah, let's just wait. By the way, if you guys have questions, I'm happy to answer questions, by the way, guys. But yeah. What else can we ask the ad agent to do? Please turn off the campaign for now. Let's see if the campaign got accepted. It's scheduled. It's scheduled for when exactly? Oh, it just turned it off. Okay. Well. He just turned it off. Okay, cool. Beautiful. Let me see if I can give it images. Actually, can you add this image in the ad set and reactivate the campaign? Yeah. We gotta add the image. Okay. Let me text my team. We need to be able to attach images. Hey, Ryan. Add the ability to upload an image in the agent, please. All right. I don't have a URL. Can I give you my Instagram, a picture from my Instagram? Could a URL from my Instagram work? By the way, this is just me figuring out what this can do. Unfortunately, Instagram URLs don't work. Okay. So there is no other form I can give you right now until we have the image being able to be uploaded here for you to actually leverage it. Okay, whatever. What else would I want to know? Quick question. Can you create when you're creating a campaign, can you choose if it's going to be a campaign budget optimization or is it going to be an ad set budget optimization? And how do you go about choosing which one you go with? You can choose between ad set, but here's the thing: when you create a campaign through API, which is what we use, Meta. The little fuckers. So you set a budget in the campaign level, and then Meta distributes across ad sets. I see. What I just created, the campaign I built for you uses ABL. The $100 a day is set at the ad set level, which gives you more control. Wait. But you're able to choose between all of them, correct? You can either go with ABO or CBO. I see. Makes sense. From by the way, from all the campaign data you have, which is the best performing campaign that I have? I think we need to connect this with sales because, yeah, I'm going to write it down. We need to be able to connect this data to revenue because on the ads agent, we need revenue data, sales data. So you can have end-to-end truth. We need to upload images. Okay, cool. No, you don't reactivate it. We're good. All right, cool. So guys, you guys should be able to connect all your accounts and then start cooking. So let's just go on the content creation stuff. I don't really know how TikTok works, so I'm just gonna try to see how it works. How would you create the TikTok, by the way? Let me know. Give me more details around how you work. The challenge X thread to video TikTok. This X thread is very text heavy. It's because I'm going to create a new one. Hey, how does this TikTok agent work? Thank you. I hope you create scroll stopping. TikTok content optimized for dental practice, lead generation business. Yeah, so this is the cool part about using Cook is that the the infrastructure or the setup, I'll show you guys this. When you have a workspace and you have all of this stuff here that you built, all of the other agents remember the business that you're operating, right? So create compelling captions, suggest trending sounds, generate images, research viral trends, batch create multiple videos, example create. About teeth whitening mist. How do you just tell me what you want me to create? Make 3 videos about why people avoid the dentist. Your setup TikTok short form. Your setup for TikTok short form video. Your niche is dental practice, so I'll tailor everything to speak with your ideal patient. POV, you haven't been to the dentist and you're convinced they're going to judge you. Spoiler, we don't care. We've seen it all. Your dentist just wants to help you. Oh. Generate the AI images for each video to give you a visual direction. Publish TikTok. Can you make the video? I don't think here would be able to make the video. Not in this section. Well, maybe it can. No, just generate a video that matches the script, the first one. Someone so in the chat you guys are asking, can this verify if a market is good or not? Vice versa. I guess that's done really in this section here where you do market research, like the Truth Engine does market research first and finds you people who are going after that market. And the idea is, like there's 3 markets. Market 1 is dental, and you see ads from competitors. Then it's going to find you people. Then once you have that, then you find their pain point once you choose a specific niche. Then it suggests you unique mechanisms. And then it gives you also different ICPs in that market. And then finds you competitors and their and whatever they're advertising. And then once you have that, then you're going to, building the offer stuff and everything. You can kind of like see it here. I'll see if I can go back. To go back, you have to click somewhere around here. So you can kind of like see all the research and the workflow that it does. So yeah, because we took the Truth Engine architecture, which is this first kind of like, well, not first, the second platform we built. And it kind of like we were inspired by potentially adding this as a first step to cooking. I want to help construction companies scale, but I don't know anything about them. This will kind of like go do a deeper search and help you do stuff. Create another tab. Also, we've added more tabs here so you can have multiple conversation going. Hey, I want you to help me create a story sequence specifically for I guess for Instagram. What is the main goal? I want to drive appointments. What's the core message? I just want to focus on the idea that all of their ad spend is being wasted from them not having AI agents converting their leads into appointments. 6 7 6 7. Professional, educational, empathetic, and caring. Okay. Okay. Da-da-da-da. Most of these leads never become appointments. They sit in your inbox. The text once, then goes. Why? Because nobody's following up. Your team is amazing at dentistry, but they're not amazing at being 24/7 sales machine. And honestly, that's not their job. Here's what's happening right now. Lead comes in, gets ignored. Cool. Okay. Could you make these, but for the feed? So I essentially want you to turn it into a the sequences, but for like a carousel. Okay, so this also needs to be able to be put into the actual images on the agent. We need the agent to create images and add the copy. All right, this is cool. Let me connect my X account. You guys can't hear me? Or can you guys hear me? Hey, I want to write a post about the latest announcement of ads coming to ChatGPT, and I want to create something that can go viral on X and explain how ChatGPT ads are going to work. It's very recent. The announcement might not be from the last few hours or not yet indexed. It's rumored. Okay, so the web search is not. The web search tool is not being called properly. A web search tool is not being called properly. Once you provide those details, just make up a post about it, thinking in first principles and how it will be working. Okay, cool. Most people think, oh, this is just Google search with ads. They're wrong. This is fundamentally different, and it's going to reshape digital advertising. Huh, that's sick. I actually have a YouTube video coming out today about how everyone thinks. Actually, yeah, let me show you guys. First, the problem ChatGPT ads solve. Google Ads model is intent based. You search best running shoes, Google show ads. But ChatGPT is conversation based. User ask follow up questions, provide context, refine their needs in real time. This is way more valuable than data than a search query. Here's how the ad placement works. When you ask ChatGPT a question, your exact problem, it understands your budget constraints, preferences, then it recommends products and services. Ads aren't intrusive, they're contextual recommendations. The advertise ad, instead of bidding on keywords, brands bid on intent profiles. I want to reach people looking to afford who have 5 to 20 employees. AI matches the profile. Pricing model, not CPM, it's CPA adjacent. Cost per qualified conversation. Interesting. Brands only pay when ChatGPT recommends their product. Yeah, this is kind of good. It's about open AI monetizing the most valuable asset in digital marketing, deep customer intent. Hey, what? Can I schedule it? How do I schedule this thing? Reply to tweet ID. Poll. Upload. Media. Okay, this is just me. Save to draft. Wait, how do I schedule? How do I post this? Ready to publish on X. I can publish this right now perfectly. The publish dialog has opened. You should see a window where you can review the thread, connect your X account, publish post. Yeah, is it me or is there no button to push it? Because it's saying schedule, but well, let's see. 5. 5:15. Let's do 5:16. Let's see. By the way, guys, this is just me use. There's so many tools I can't keep up with all these tools. I can't know how to use all of them. So I'm learning as I cook. So it's just gonna be that. Okay, cool. Let's just see if it's gonna get posted on X. Mashallah, inshallah, everything you dig. All right, cool, perfect. Now let's shall we move on? Stats. Oh, this is not yet ready. Schedule. All right. Better cook. Better cook. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did it not work? Did it not work? Okay, I'll just also the X. X didn't publish. He might have published. We don't know how long it's gonna take. All right. Can you generate the image? No. All right, all right, all right. Whoa. What is Leo doing on Cook? What the hell? That's crazy. Leo. Okay. So since it's Leonardo, Nardo in the image, he should have a young blonde girl sitting right in front of him, who's definitely under the age of 25. Can you add that? Can you add her? Thank you. Let's see. But yeah, this is crazy. What the fuck is Leo doing here? Let's see if it's gonna add scene of a superstar working. Oh, I said superstar. Leonardo is a superstar, I guess. What? Okay. Um. Okay. Cool. Perfect. Remove BG. Remove background. What is remove BG? Oh. Okay. So it is remove background. Hey, so I want you to create the most impressive image prompt that you can come up with. That is even freakier than, and by freakier, I mean just unbelievable. Okay. And I want you to share the prompt and then I want you to create the image. Let me know what you would create. Let's see. Let's see how freaky. A surreal, hyperrealistic figure made entirely flowing liquid, mercury suspended mid-air. Your image is not generating. Okay, say less. Yeah. Oh, right. All right. All right. So here you have different models. So I guess it's using Nano right now. Higgs field is cooking. My team did a pretty crazy demo this morning of the video one. So I won't show you guys this one here. It's for videos, but the one we have cooking is unreal. Oh, actually, we might have it. Hey, I want to create a storyboard for I'm going after dental clinics, and I just want to create an ad that talks about all their pain points and that shows them how AI can solve all their problems. Thank you. Perfect. The UGC ad reaction template is ideal for your use case. Okay. It has one actor laying out the pain point and another reacting. This creates a natural engagement and credibility. What is the name of your AI solution? Cook AI. What does your appointment setting? It does. We're gonna do AI appointment setting. It's good. We charge premium tier, 1K or more. What are the top 3 pain points? Manual scheduling, patient no shows, revenue loss. Yeah, admins, people burn out too. Oh, okay. Well, it's not. Okay. All right. That's fine. Whatever. And what is the most realistic image you can create? Something that people would see and be like, wow, is this AI or not AI? Yes, please. Um, yeah, start with 2-3 clips first. Okay, guys, so check this out. Because AI agents will be doing all of the work, you're going to need a flow to approve work, right? So generating image videos costs money. So for every time you're about to get work done, you need to approve the work because you're going to get billed on your credit card or it's going to cost money, right? Because agents can literally go on a tear and just start creating and just start cooking. And you might literally go broke from paying for tokens, from paying for energy, for compute, for everything, right? So we've added this approval process so that you have to approve generation every time. And this means that you still need a managing you still need to be a manager of AI work, right? It could be either the agent generating stuff for you, or it could be an employee who's on Cook who's generating stuff for you, and you want to actually keep track of how much money they're spending. So you want to approve the clips. And let's just approve the last one. Uh, so 3 clips, a little bit of money, nothing crazy. Hey guys, so we have a Webby client who's wanting to see if it's possible to scrape all the leads that are found on this website, uh, so that he can literally package them and then give them as an offer to his clients. Hey, god damn, trying to empty my bank account or what? All right, we can come back to it. Oh, yeah, we need to launch an offer to this audience. Auntie kind of cooking. Auntie cooking on Cook AI. I want her cooking on Cook AI, so make sure that on the computer she's using software called Cook AI. Okay. Man, I'm just improving just the money. Please let me queue a test run with the first 3 clips using standard text. Keep costs down while you review quality. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Eight. Oh shit. I think it's approving all of the 8 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's just going on a tear. Anyway, we're gonna see if it generates. Okay, you're tripping. Okay, there must be a bug on the approval process because it's just in a loop. So we might not, unfortunately, get to see this magic happen today, but we're gonna see later. Oh, let's go. But yeah, any questions? Any questions? Anybody got any questions? Can answer some. Happy to answer some questions if you guys want to cook. Who wants to cook? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Happy to answer anybody's questions, and then we get to cooking. I'd be curious to how many people on this live either want already operating versus want to launch an offer. And who wants to cook with the AI? Let me see. Smith said, just the goal is I'm just documenting us putting together the infrastructure for that $1 million goal as one person to be valid, and just document every step of the way, because I believe that we're finally the only way to truly build something that can allow that is to actually do it. It is not to like you can something that delivers unless you're actually doing it. So these lives are kind of like a way for me to keep ourselves accountable to truly driving that mission to reality. And today I witnessed this. Maybe I can show you guys this. This could be cool. I'll show you guys a breakdown. So we now have added WAP to our platform. And I want to show you guys this, because this might be a cool insight for you guys too. We believe that digital product might rip. So, and there might be the easiest thing for us to actually fully deploy on Cook. Wait, where is it? No, entire screen. So check this out.
Here we have like WAP. So in the settings, basically just connect it. Then you got your products over here. So you can create products manually, but who wants to do that? So you go to your AI assistant, create a new product, yada, yada, yada. It creates the product, pricing, plan, business type, CTA button, checkout link, everything is done. And then you go to the course. Same thing here. AI assistant help me create a new course. It created a Python course. Create that yourself as well, do it all. So it created all the content, which is just text files right now. It could be improved. But yeah, it just creates your course for you. So the course is created now, right? Now what you'll do is you'll go to products again. In your product, just go here and ask it to connect the course with your product. So yeah, that's honestly pretty much it. Yeah, I think yeah, you have to go in courses actually. Yeah, so yeah, you just tell it to this is my product link, connect it to that. It connects to your product link, and when people buy a product, they get access to the course. So yeah.
So we believe that we're most likely going to deploy the ability to build digital products with AI end to end. So yeah, build digital products, build a payment gate, build the funnel, build the offer, build whatever, just launch. And that will probably be the first full end to end workflow where you do it all through Cook without needing any human in the loop. And then you can also use, of course, Cook as the in operations systems. Can you connect multiple ads manager? Yeah, to different workspaces. Um, sorry guys, my Chrome is getting shut down constantly. It's really annoying. But yeah, let me show you guys. Setup ads. Where's the ads? Yeah, you can switch ad accounts and just visit different ones. But preferably you actually do it from multiple workspace. So let's say on my workspace, I keep my ad account, and then on the others, I have, let's say, my clients' ad accounts, right? And that's kind of like how it would work. So I can run multiple ads managers with one try Cook AI account since I will have different offers. Correct. It's you create a workspace that offer is based on that. Then you use the research, the truth engine architecture, then find more insights about that offer, about that client, find better insights, find better assets, find everything, then build those assets in that workspace, so you can rebuild everything. If they already have an established offer, you're going to have an onboarding flow that's more personalized to an existing business, and that will have just a few things. Give us your funnel, upload your docs, your data, preferably give us access to your financials from the last 6 months, 12 months. Then give us to your pricing, your offer. Just upload everything about your business. Preferably upload also your content, your community, your audience. And then you want to let AI audit all that data and then suggest and then go do research and compare your current existing data and workflows and focus and niche and sales process, and then compare it to people in your industry and compare it to, like, okay, you're doing this, but the people who are killing it are doing this. Would you like for us to rebuild the infrastructure that these people have? And then you go through the flow of rebuilding. Does that make sense? And then once they connect their ad account, they connect their social account, they connect their CRM, you now can go on the agent that deals just for, let's say, we haven't deployed it yet, but we have cold email as a tool. We have AI setters as a tool. We're going to probably have every single system you can think of is going to be in Cook, so that you can have those agents work for you on your client's data, on your client's, you know, on your client's everything, essentially, right? Been paying, uh, let's see, been paying ad agencies 5K monthly for running ads and launching with Turbo 2X ROAS. Definitely looking to implement this into a current offering restructure. Yeah, 100%. To be honest, I don't think anybody should be like, you don't like, do you need an ads media buyer? Yeah, maybe, because they can ask better questions. But for a basic, like, launch a basic and see the click-through rate, and then ask AI, hey, what do you think we should improve? Then it tells you, hey, based on this data, we think your bottleneck is actually the CPMs are too high. Okay, perfect. Then what do you suggest to have lower CPMs? Well, maybe have a broader campaign, and then you just tell it, okay, well, then go do it. So it's going to be I still think media buyers are going to be empowered, because by this, they're going to be able to do 10 times more work. But the average folk who doesn't necessarily know a lot about media buying is also going to be able to do great things. Piggyback off of Alex's question, is Cookie just for creating new offers, or that are working for lead generation or for existing businesses, just for agency owners, or no? We had to start with launching offers because that's the foundation, right? If you launch an offer, then it's easy to then be like, okay, well, then you need to manage your ads. Then you need to have, like, launching an offer requires you to have everything. It requires you to have all the tools to create sales decks. It creates tools to do research. It requires tools to have the ability to build all these different agents. And those agents, if you build to be able to build them, you need to build an infrastructure that also allows you to have, it's like, for you to have a team that can manage a campaign, they have to know how to launch a campaign. At first, we started with just the step of just building assets, but then we're like, no, actually, we have to start from step 0, then go through all the steps. But it's not really just for, but it is definitely specifically around making money. So how to build offers, how to get attention, and how to sell. And last step is how to deliver. Is this for not agency? It is best if you have a business, really. I'm in my mid 30s. Is it too late for me to go all in and build an AI empire like you? AI should build you your empire, and AI doesn't really have an age. So no, it's not too late. Now we're just getting started. Like this, you guys understand how exciting it is? Like have some agents just run up a little campaign and get some leads and get some appointments. It's unbelievable, you know? So yeah, I fired my agency and did it myself, asking ChatGPT how to do it, and went to 6 ROIs, 100%, right? That's why, like, yeah, that's also kind of like the flow that I had. So when I was media buying, because I also don't have media buyer working on our account. When I used to do media buying, I would do things like I would go in the ads manager, then I would open up ChatGPT or Gemini, and I would take like a screenshot of, let's say this campaign. Let's just say maximum. Yeah, so I would go on this campaign and I'd be like, oh, well, here are the metrics. Please tell me, I would take like a screenshot here and then I'd be like, hey, tell me what I should do, right? And then it tells you what to do, and then you have to go there and be like, okay, well, I have to go like select each one and find the best cost to acquire a client. Oh my god, this is $500 to acquire a purchaser, this is $700. So I had to manually turn this off. And it's like, yo, even a simple thing like, okay, duplicate a campaign that's working literally ends up taking you like 2 hours, right? Now, the new paradigm with Cook is, I'm not gonna show you guys this. Okay, so the new paradigm in Cook is hey, tell me which campaign is generating the best results, and I want you to duplicate it and increase budget by 2x, right? It's let it get the data. What would you like to do? Option 1, if you have, okay, because all of them are currently paused. Look at the ones that are paused and reactivate and scale. The goal is that when your AI has access to the ad sets, to the campaigns, it is just going to pull all of this data. Oh, API rate limit. Please wait a moment. Try again. So Meta is limiting the rate. So let's see. Hey, relax, Meta. God damn. I hit Meta's rate limit. Let me wait a moment. Yeah, please. So this was outcome was leads. Lifetime spend is 14 grand. Cost per lead, $13. Yeah, there's been too many calls for this ad account, so I'm just cooking. And then you would just say, hey, okay, duplicate it and relaunch it, and it would just go do everything for you. So this is going to be, it removes friction completely, right? That's a good point, right? Which is why I think I said, I took notes today, like we need to add sales data. So I don't know if we're going to connect with Hyros. Probably will. There's also a lot of attribution platforms, so we're going to figure out. We're going to figure out what we're going to do. Yeah, we're going to figure out what we're going to do. Yeah, connecting with Hyros might be good. Connect with Hyros. Connect Cook AI with Hyros. Yeah. I have only Android phone. How can I use AI to make money? You're cooked, brother. You're cooked. Maybe get a cloud bot. I have Android phone. How can I use AI to make money? How can I use AI to make money? How can I use AI to make money? I think that's the problem. Most people are like, how can I use AI? Well, you don't know what to do. So how can you exactly use AI to make money when you don't know what to do? If you don't know what to do, you can't really do shit, even with AI. Right? You guys see the whole point I was saying? The human is the bottleneck. A relaxing peace world is the bottleneck. It is not AI. Right? And that is the bottleneck that we think is worth solving. It's humans don't know what they don't know. So they can't really do anything great because they just don't know how greatness is created or how hard how what's the process look like. So even if you have a desire to make money, you simply never sat in front of a 100-hour course to learn everything. Since you're not willing to sit down for 100 hours to learn, and then after 100 hours put in 10,000 hours of execution, yeah, you're really not really going to do much. You're not really going to make much money. You're just going to just do enough to get a job, and you're just going to get paid for your time, and they're going to pay you just enough for what you're worth, but they're not really going to pay you $1 million a year because what you acquire as a skill or the skills you have are super commoditized. So you're not really that unique. So then what happens is, people don't make any money. They just settle for a job and they just get paid the bare minimum, and then they always want to get rich all the time. Sad reality. So for us, we're gonna just democratize, like, peace world. The future of Cook AI is you should just get access to the platform. Let it find you a niche. Let it find you an offer. Build your assets. Build everything. And whether you know what it's doing or not is irrelevant. Doesn't really matter. Um, just ask it. Where should I be? What do you want? How should I? What do you want me to ask you? Right? Like, what can you do for me? Uh, what does one? How does? How? What does an ideal funnel look like for a medical oriented niche? You would ask AI. I don't know. What? What does? What does? What does? Interesting question. Interesting question. I don't know. I don't know, actually. What does the perfect funnel for the medical niche, for a medical oriented niche, look like? Help me find funnels and just the right acquisition flow for medical clinics. I don't know. That's an interesting question. Like, are you looking what niche exactly? Okay, so before I help you build a funnel, I need to understand what you're actually selling to whom. Building a lead gen. I'm just curious to find how clinics acquire customers. And who's doing it really well. Yeah, we'll see what that picks up. Could you connect OpenClaw virtual AI assistant with this and essentially remove even less friction? Yeah, you could. But we're gonna have our own agents on this. Like, it's not going to be. Let's see. Chrome tab. Like on Cook, you're going to have you're going to have missions where, hey, I want you to launch an offer for me. Thank you. So you can kind of like create missions, and you can also, and I'll show you kind of like how the agentic experience looks like. This will allow you to kind of like ask you like, hey, what is it that you want to launch? So you can technically, everything I'm doing here, I don't need to do technically, really don't. So you can say like, hey, I want to launch a digital product. I want to scale, subscription, whatever. What's your primary goal? Generate sales and revenue. How should this launch be executed? I'll do paid ads. I'll do a webinar. I'll need a landing page, and I need an email campaign, and I need this. And then it's going to ask you just a few more it's going to ask you, what is your service offer? We help experts launch and scale with webinars. Experts and coaches, consultants, service providers, selling high-ticket services. What do you want to launch ASAP? Do you have an existing marketing materials? No, create everything from scratch. So we'll then go ahead and create a PRD of how to launch essentially this offer. And then you can kind of like see these steps. Of course, the goal is we're going to connect this to maybe like the flow of Cook here, right? And then you're going to activate it. And then it's going to kind of like start doing the work. And the way that this works is going to be like an agentic kind of like workflow where you already have Ralph running. So let's see. So like as an example, this is like if you have a sales team and you want to analyze their sales call and objections and everything, you just schedule a task that gets done every day, and it will tell you how long it worked, tell you everything that it did, and identify struggles, the partners and the closers that what they're struggling with, extract winning responses from calls that closed, and then generate daily training report every day. And you kind of like get these assets. This is not, we haven't published this live, but it's going to be live very, very soon. I have not seen anyone except you on YouTube using Cook AI. Yeah, because I created Cook AI. How does one even start? What's the structured approach we can follow? I feel like the information is too scattered and not friendly, beginner friendly. You can use Cook AI, but it's expensive. So if you don't have money, I don't know if you're gonna. For anybody who kind of like wants to try Cook AI and architect, I'm gonna show you guys here. You guys can get a kind of like more of a thorough demo and offer. I'll put the thing in the chat, and you guys can kind of like go check out this link. And then if you guys if you guys want to apply, you guys can click book a call. Get your credit card ready, and then we can get to work. we just launched TryCook AI 2.0, so we have like a discount for the yearly license, and you can just do stuff nowadays, you know. So yeah, wow. So you'll manage sales teams based on calls, recordings, and objections. Well, it will do more than just manage sales people. Salespeople is kind of like an example that I shared, right? What it will do is everything, right? Everything that you can do as a human, it will do. Okay. And the way that that's going to work is you're going to have the ability to create skills. Okay. Skills can be anything. How do you run a YouTube agency? How do you run ads? How do you grow on X? Okay. All of these skills are going to be productizable and kind of like automated. Okay. And the reason why we built TryCook AI to be this complex was so that these skills need access to tools like content creation, like ads management, like funnel building, right? Like leads. They need access to all of this. And once you have built skills and you have access to tools, well, you can automate any type of work. It could be, let's say you run a YouTube agency. Well, it will go ahead and, I think I did an example here. Like all of these are like different missions and different tasks. It goes ahead and creates a YouTube script, designs a YouTube thumbnail, and creates the packaging and posts it, right? If you have a sales team, you can get them done, you can get them on here. If you want to have agents go find the right topics and content for you to start a YouTube series for a niche that you don't necessarily know, let it go find everything. Let it go learn the best practices. Let it go create the script and storyboard. Let it generate image. Let it synthesize information, and you can just do stuff now, right? This, once we release it, is going to allow anybody to just make magic, right? I think that nobody here understands the potential of AI, and what we're building here is because I was so tired of people saying, "Oh, start an AI agency, like go make money with AI, but then you have to build end-to-end workflows." Bro, what the fuck are you saying? You think the human is gonna beat AI? A human who's struggled to even make 10K a month in the old world is gonna be better positioned to win in the world of AI? They're simply not gonna win. Like humans are gonna lose constantly. As long as they keep believing that it's an opportunity problem. It is not an opportunity problem. It is a you problem. It is and will always be a you problem. So the longer you keep thinking that, oh, let me switch from this opportunity to this opportunity, you're stuck at 50K per month. You're like, oh, I should start selling info. Okay, well, you go to info and then you realize that everybody in info is broke. And then you go back to agency and then you realize that, oh, well, agency, you got to become a great operator. And you're like, oh my God, I don't want to manage a team. I don't want to do content. Well, then just sit back and go get a job and just shut up. Right? For us, we truly believe AI finds the opportunity, AI executes. I don't want to tell people how to win. No more. I can't. ChatGPT exists. It has every insight and every piece of information on how to build a 100K a year business, $1 million a year business, $1 billion a year business, $1 billion a day, a month business. You have access to all the knowledge. And you still haven't broken through 10K. You still haven't made 100 grand a month. It's always a human problem. If I'm not making 10 million a month, it's because of me. It's not because $10 million a month can't be made. And also, it is important to understand it's not necessarily because of a lack of skill. Most of the time is because the sacrifice is not worth it. I don't want to sacrifice my life to make $10 million a month. I don't want to have crazy amounts of stress, work 24/7, not being this amazing villa in Cape Town, having fun and going to drink wine at like, 9 p.m. to later today. I want to have to do those. But if I want to go make $10 million a month, I have to sacrifice today and maybe tomorrow and maybe the next decade until I'm like 50, right? I don't want to be a Grant Cardone. I love Grant Cardone and his drive, but I don't want to be a billionaire when I'm 60. Maybe I don't even want to be a billionaire because you look at him, bro, he's 65, 66, showing up every day, right? Like just streaming, doing lives, doing this, doing TikToks, da, right? You see Hormozy, Hormozy is about to be, I think, 37. Great. And he shows up at work at 4 a.m. every day. Cool. You make hundreds of millions of dollars, but that's your definition of a perfect life. For me, perfect definition of perfect life is I just want to vibe cook. I just want to vibe. I just want to be like, oh man, this is an insight. This is exciting. Yo, can we like build this? But then in the meantime, like, hey, while AI is just cooking, hey, can you just stream? Can we just doom scroll? Right? Can I be close to my family? Can I be there for the people I love? Not just grind for the sake of grinding. Fuck that. I've worked hard enough. I've made enough money where I'm like, I've seen the other side. And I think the perfect state of making money is when you're like an artist, is when you're purely just in flow and you're just seeing through patterns and you can see things that others can't see and you're like, oh shit, we're about to cook. And then you just go and cook, right? Not in a way that triggers your limbic system and makes you feel like, oh my god, you're constantly stressed, you're going bold, right? I have white hair. I have one white hair right now. Shit, it's fucking gets stressful in this fucking game. Um, so yeah, it's a really an unbelievable opportunity. Um, so yeah, 100%. We're removing the human from the gap, from the loop, right? Um, do you think AI native agencies will overtake SaaS companies? I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about that because software is not going to be replaced by AI, unlike most people. Um, Now, a lot of value will be sucked up by AI native agencies, but like a lot of the money will go from software to outcomes, right? So, like someone will probably buy Cook AI instead of buying GHL. Does that make sense? Someone will buy Cook AI instead of buying ClickFunnels, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean we don't use GHL or it's not necessarily valuable anymore. It's just that AI to drive real outcomes and to do real work, it can't be operating on a deterministic software like a GHL or like, all these antiquated systems. Yeah. Hey bro, I'm watching you from Uganda refugee camp. Hey, come on. We got the whole city, we got the whole continent and the world watching. Lock in, man. Merci pour le content. Ça me donne l'espoir de m'en sortir un jour comme toi, malgré la longue guerre dans notre sous-région des Grands Lacs. Yeah, man. Like, eventually you're going to have access to Cook AI, but instead of just watching me stream, you're just going to cook. And it doesn't matter if you're in a refugee camp or not, as long as you have internet, just um, free yourself from the trap, man. It's just internet and cook. That's all you're going to need. Um, yeah. Cool. But yeah. Yep. Did you vibe code Cook AI? Yeah, we use Claude Code, we use Cursor, we use spend thousands of dollars a month on those coding. It's not really vibe code. It is vibe coding for sure. But I have a team of engineers that are vibe cooking. Yeah. Consider Africans, the price is above us. Well, we'll come to Africa. We'll subsidize. We're gonna start with the people with money, and then we're gonna bring it to the people without money, um, at a cheaper price. You know. But unfortunately, rule number one about business is make money, survive first, then you can take care of people for free. How can anyone in a free refugee camp afford it? Well, you can't until you can. I have 21 ads right now, but not sure how to successfully build my top of funnel. Would this just organize my ad spending strategy and funnel? Um, I mean, I don't know. We can ask the agent. Now, I did run out of I did use it too much. So let's see. Wait a second. I don't know why it keeps kicking me out. It's super crazy. Wait 1 second. Okay. Wait. Is it me or guys? Did I leave? Let me see. Leave studio. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Okay, perfect. Good. Um, yeah, close. So, yeah, your comment disappeared, but I'm gonna try to see if I can we can ask it. Hey, if I have 20 ads, but I'm not really sure how to structure them, the top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel, and orchestrate them better so they flow infinitely better, and that I'm not just having ads competing with each other, and that we can actually build a scalable campaign structure. Would you be able to help me do it? Let me know. Absolutely. I can help you structure those 20 ads into a proper funnel that flows seamlessly. Perfect. I can see for structure, you have 100 campaigns, 100 assets. Here's what I'm seeing. Your current setup, it has massive overlap in competition. Multiple campaigns, ads scattered. The solution, funnel-based architecture. Top of funnel, rich cold, whiteboards, text ads, video snippets. Middle funnel, how Hamad. Okay, cool, nice. So yeah, it can kind of like look at your ads and your angles, and then tell you kind of like how to structure everything, how to restructure your 20 ads. Which step one, what this solves. Um, do the first step. Do the first step. Okay. Best performers. Yeah, so bottom of funnel, middle of funnel. There we go. So even I am kind of like doing some dumb shit on my ad account. So I'll this is a great question actually. So this is a great insight. I'll probably try it out. Also try to use it. Cool. All right, guys. So gonna wrap this up. I gotta go on a call with clients, and then wrapping up now. So, shall we see each other soon? Again, try Cook AI. Book a demo if you guys want. I think it's AI Architect, and let me put the link. And then you guys can apply, then we speak. On what you provide. Are you now fully focused on Track AI or what? Yeah, of course. And I love, but you're very unclear on what you provide. I think if you would have bought something, you would have known what we provide. Yeah. All right. So, guys, speak soon. I gotta get on a call with clients. We gotta see each other in the next run. Bye-bye. Change your life. Again, guys, the bottleneck is you. So stop being the bottleneck and let's get to work. Ciao.